What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Mo Hunt Silver. We are going to have a 2-box nickel hunt, and this is going to be Nickel Hunt and Fill number 23 of the series, boxes 30 and 31. In our last nickel hunt and fill, we added 3 spots to our Jefferson nickel albums here, bringing us up to 166 of 192 spots. And the additions we had in the last episode, which you should really go check out because it was an awesome episode, we added 3 key and semi-key dates to the albums. So that was really good. And we added a little bit more silver to our silver jar. These 2 boxes I have here with us today, this box is going to have 1 ender, box number 30, and box number 31 is going to have 2 enders. So let's get into these boxes and see if we can find any more additions for our book, any kind of silver nickels, foreign nickels, or coins, proof coins, varieties, errors, or anything else cool that might be hiding inside of these rolls. So let me get everything set up, and we will start with roll number 1 right here. So I will be right back. Roll number 2 is going to kick us off in the first box with a 1941. And this is going to be a Philadelphia. All right. Roll number 8 is going to be our ender for box number 1. And it's a foreign. We have a Canadian, what looks like here. So let's get into this roll and see what it is. And our Canadian ender is going to be back here on this side. And it looks like we do have a 1986 out of Canada. And I believe I saw one older nickel as well in this roll. It's going to be right here. Let's see, what do we have? Denver Minted. And that's going to be a 1954. All right, we'll take it. Very next roll, roll number 9. And we're going to have a second foreign. And it's about halfway through the roll in the middle here. And it looks like we're going to have 1 new penny. And where is this from? Queen Elizabeth II. Yep, I believe that's going to be English. So an English new penny. 1974. Huh. Alrighty. I'll take it. Roll number 11. And we'll have our second 40s Jefferson. 1947. Pretty beat up. Out of Philadelphia. Roll 13. And we're going to have a new oldest of the hunt. Right here we have a Philadelphia Minted. And this is going to be a 1939. Second year Jefferson. And it's not the DDR. But it's still a sweet find. Roll 14. Second coin in. And we're going to have another English coin. This one's going to be from 2011. And this one is going to be a 20 pence. And that's actually a really cool design on there. I like that. I like the shape of it too. That's a pretty cool coin. Huh. I just laid out roll number 18, and I believe we might have some scumbaggery right here. I'll have to count the coins in the roll. And yeah, this is definitely going to be a penny that has been flattened out. My gosh. And that looks like a shield on the reverse. Look at that thing. That is super, super thin. Wow. All right. Now, I'll go through this roll to see if there's anything else in here and get a final count on how many coins. Roll number 26, guys. I just laid them out here. And I believe right back here, we're going to have something we have not found in quite a while. And it's really good. And let's just pull this down a little bit more. Oh, man. We have a V nickel. All right, let's see what the date is. This is actually in pretty decent condition, too. Oh, man, what's the date on this thing? 1887. Are you kidding me? And a little bit of Liberty is still showing on that. I am going to have to look to see what the mintage is on this. Wow. I can't believe that. That is a cool find right there. All right, let me look up the mintage and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I have my red book opened up to V nickels, and we got 1887 right here. It has a mintage of 15.2 million, and in a G4, it's roughly a $15 to $20 coin. So I believe that this guy we have here is at least that. You can still see a little bit of Liberty. And there is still a little bit of detail on the reverse. And everything is legible. So this might be a little more. It might be like a G8 to an F12 grade. But that is really cool. It's 137 years old, too. And I believe this is also the oldest nickel I found on this channel. That is awesome. Oh, sweet. Very next roll number 27. And we're going to have a silver nickel in this roll. I see a large Philadelphia mint mark. So we definitely have a wartime 35% silver nickel here. And let's just see what we got for a date. And that's going to be a 1944. That is awesome. I'll put it up here with our V nickel. Oh, and I did forget to mention, we also found a 2024 Philly. Only one so far. I'm hoping we can find a couple more of those. But we'll see if there's anything else in this roll. And keep moving if there isn't. Roll 38. We're going to have a 1948. And this one will be a really scratched up Philadelphia. All right. And I did see we had a 1951 back here as well. So we can see if this has a mint mark on it. And it does not. So that'll be a 51 Philly. All right. The very next roll again, roll number 39. And we're going to have an older Jefferson right here. You can see by the reverse, it's pretty worn. It is a Philadelphia minted. And we're going to have a 1940 this time. And we also have a 1946, just a few coins back that I saw. This one is pretty worn. And that's going to be a Philadelphia as well. Wow, that's worn. Alrighty. See if there's anything else in here and keep moving. Roll 41. And we're going to have a 1949. And this one is pretty slick. But let's see if it has a mint mark. And it does. It's going to be a Denver. Alrighty. Take that. We also did pull this 1959 out of this roll as well. This was more towards the beginning of the roll. Not in bad shape. All right. That's going to do it for box number 1 of the video. And this box gave us 26 nickels that are pre-1960. One of them is going to be 1939. We're going to have a total of 7 from the 40s, 17 from the 50s. We did find 4 foreign coins in this box. 2 of them are British, right up here, a new penny and a 20 pence. We did find 1 Canadian nickel. And then I didn't film this one, and I apologize for that. but we found a Turkish coin here, which is 25 kurus. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that. And here's the other side. We did find 5 2024 Philadelphias. Two of them are in pretty darn good condition. And then our miscellaneous find for the box is this flattened shield cent. And we did get ripped off 4 cents in that roll that we found this in, because there was only 39 nickels. So this was taking the place of one of the nickels, so we lost 4 cents. And then the find of this box, or finds, I should say, first is going to be our 1944 Philadelphia wartime silver nickel. And then what quite possibly could be the find of the hunt right here is our 1887 V nickel. And I was looking at values. This is actually probably about a $35 to $40 nickel right here. Had this been 1 year older, in 1886, this would have been like a $300 to $400 nickel. But, which is crazy. But I'm really glad to have this one. And it's actually in pretty good condition as well for the age. So, okay, that could be the find of the hunt, like I said. And we'll move on to box number 2 of the video and see what this one can give us. Hopefully something awesome like that V nickel. Roll 55 of the hunt. And we're going to have our first 40s find of box 2. We have a really cruddy 1941 right there. Ooh. And it does have a mint mark. Man, look at all that corrosion. Let's see what we got here. That looks like it's going to be a San Francisco to me. All right, that's pretty cruddy, though. And in roll number 52 of the hunt, we did also find a 2009 Denver in pretty bad shape as well. But we'll keep moving. Roll 62. I already saw what the date of this one is, but we do have another oldie. It is Philadelphia minted on the reverse here. Pretty slick. But we do have a 1947. That's pretty cool. Oldie out of this roll. We also did pull a 1954 out of this roll that I believe, yes, is the San Francisco. Found a pretty well used 1957 out of Denver. And we also pulled a 2024 Philly out of this roll as well. So this was actually a pretty productive roll. And I hope there's more in this box like that. Roll 63 is going to give us another 40s Jefferson. And we have a 1948. And this one is going to be a Denver. Pretty slick. All right. We'll keep moving. Roll 65. And we're going to have another 40s Jefferson. And a 1947 right here. And this one is going to be San Francisco. Nice. Pretty worn. I'll definitely take it. Awesome. Second coin in on roll 66. And I see a 1946. What are we going to have? And that's going to be a Denver. All right. I'll take it. And we'll keep searching through this roll. Roll 72 of the hunt. And we have a pretty decent condition, 1940. Towards the end of this roll. And let's see what we have for a mint mark. And that's going to be a Philadelphia. But that is not in bad shape. You can almost see a couple steps there yet. So that's a pretty good find. We'll definitely hold on to that. All right, sweet. Roll 82 is going to give us another 40s Jefferson. And we have a 1947 that is pretty cruddy. And that looks like it's going to be a Philadelphia model with damage as well. That one's in pretty bad shape. But we also did add a couple more 2024 Philadelphias to the pile and a few more 50s to the pile as well. But we'll keep moving through here and see what else we can find. The very next roll, roll number 83 of the hunt, is going to give us another 40s Jefferson. And we have a 1949. It doesn't look too bad, honestly. And that's going to be out of Philly. Very cool. All right, we're about halfway through roll number 89 of the hunt. And we're going to have the second foreign for this box. And this is one that I have not seen before. We have a República de Nicaragua, America Central. And it's going to be a 10 centimos. Or centavos. Sorry. And that's from 2015. Pretty cool. We also did find a 2024 Philadelphia in this roll as well, which this coin was an ender, so it does have the slight ring of death on the reverse, which is unfortunate. Roll number 93. And we're going to have a 1941 in this roll, and that is going to be a Philadelphia. Pretty worn, too. Pretty slick. But, all right, we'll keep moving. See what else we can find. The very next roll, roll number 94. And I missed this one for sure when I unwrapped this roll. Because look how dark it is. And you guys can see it. There is a large Philadelphia mint mark above the Monticello building there. So this is going to be a wartime silver. This will be the second one for the hunt, first one for this box. And let's see what we have for a date. 1943, Philadelphia. All right, so we can check that because there is a 3/2 that you can look for, which we don't see here, and also a doubled I, which I do not see there either. But that's still cool. We can add it to the silver jar. Awesome. We're up to roll 96, and I just flattened them out. And I think we're going to have a buffalo right here. And that definitely is a buffalo. Sweet. So now we can add a buffalo. Hopefully this is a new one for the album. What we got here? 1935. And that is going to be... Looks like a Denver. Let's put it under the scope here quick. Yep, it's going to be a 35 Denver. Pretty sweet. All right, we might need that for the album. We'll just have to see here at the end of the hunt. And then we also have an ender coming up on our next roll. So we'll have to see what that is as well after we hunt through the rest of this roll right here. The ender for roll number 97 is going to be a 1941 with the ring of death on it from being in the end, or on the end. And that's a Philadelphia. Pretty beat up. But we'll go through the rest of this roll and see if there's anything else in here. If not, we'll continue on to the next. Last roll of the hunt is going to give us a little bit of last roll luck. Only 4 coins from the end. And we have a 1948. And this one is going to be out of Denver. Pretty worn. And we also did find a 1952 in this roll as well. And that's going to be a Philadelphia. All right. So these last couple coins, I don't believe there's anything here. 22. Yeah, nope. All right. So those last 3 coins are nothing. So that's going to wrap up this hunt. I'm going to get everything together and be back with a wrap-up to see what we found. All right, guys. Here's all our finds for box number 2 of this hunt. this was a very productive box, as you can see. As far as our older Jefferson finds go, I guess I can say, we have a total of 43 coins right here on the mat. And then we also were able to pull 16 2024 Philadelphias out of this box. And some of them are in really, really nice condition. But let me get into what we found in box number 2 of this hunt. And we'll start right up here. We found 2 foreign coins, one of them being Canadian, and another one being from, I have to turn it over again, but looks like the República de Nicaragua. So I've never gotten one of those before, and that's really cool. I like that one. In this hunt, we did find, or in this box, we did find 2 2009 Denvers. We have one pretty large beehive die chip that I found. Right there, you can see it. And that's going to be on a 2017 Philadelphia. Then we got a total of 15 from the 40s. One of them is down below. And then we have a total of 22 from the 1950s. All common dates. I believe I did have one San Francisco, which was the 1954. And then the finds for this box is going to be our 1943 wartime silver. Right there. Pretty dirty. And then I believe this is going to be a spot in the book filled for our Buffalo Nickel album, but we have a 1935 that is a Denver. All right. So I'll put everything together for both boxes, and I'll show you what we found in total, because it's quite a bit. There's a lot of stuff sitting back there that I got to bring forward. And we'll move on to the albums and see if we can upgrade or make any additions. All right, everybody, here's what we found in the 2 boxes in this hunt. We have a total of 74 coins on this mat right here, which is pretty awesome. Those were 2 very productive boxes. And then also, we found a total of 21 of our 2024 Philadelphias. And I'll tell you what, some of these are in really, really good shape. But we got a total of 6 foreign coins in the hunt from, I think, 1, 2, 4 different countries. 2 2009s, both of them being Denver. We have 2 miscellaneous coins here. One flattened shield cent and the large beehive die chip on the reverse of the nickel there. We have only 1 from the 30s, being a Jefferson 1939 Philadelphia. And we got a total of 22 from the 40s. Mostly common dates, except for our 2 silvers, which I'll get to in a second here. And we had a total of 39 from the 50s, all being fairly common, but we'll just have to see if anything will upgrade in the book. And then the finds of this hunt are going to be our 2 silvers, the 1943 Philly and the 1944 Philly. We did find 1 Buffalo nickel in this hunt, the 1935 Denver. And then definitely the find, probably of the year, is the 1887 V-nickel. It has been a while since I found the V-nickel on this channel, and this is by far probably the best one that I have come across so far. So that is just awesome. But yeah, we'll get to our albums and see what kind of work we can do in there. All right, guys, I have all of today's additions and upgrades plugged into the albums. And for this episode, we are going to have one addition, which is going to be in our Buffalo Nickel album. And that is going to be that 1935 Denver that we have right here. So I can get this one pushed down into the book. And that now gives us 15 out of the 65 spots in our Buffalo Nickel album filled. And then we only had 1 upgrade, and that's going to be in our Jefferson Nickel albums. And it's the 1951 Philadelphia. That is the example that we found today. And then this is the one that we had in the book, which is not that pretty. So the one we have in the book now has a bit more detail and looks a bit better. So we're still going to be at 166 of 192 for our Jefferson nickel albums, but that is just fine because we have lots more time to try to add to these albums and make them look better. Um, so that is going to wrap up this episode. And before I forget, I am going to throw our 2 silver nickels that we found today in the jar. And that is actually going to do it for 2024. So also be on the lookout for a quick video showing all the silver that we found in 2024. But as for this episode, that's going to do it, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you made it this far, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up if you like the video. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one, and thanks for watching again.